So there's this really wild theory spreading online, and it basically claims that most of us, well, we're completely missing the boat on what Tesla is really about to do. The argument is that the company is planning something huge, a ChatGPT moment but for transportation, and it's going to blindside almost everyone. So yeah, let's dive right into this.
Okay, so it all kind of starts with a reaction like this one you're seeing, from podcaster Steven Bartlett. He's describing this experience of sitting in a Tesla in the US, and the thing is just driving itself for hours. He calls it this mind-bending, paradigm-shifting moment that feels like straight-up science fiction. At first he says there's this panic, but then you just adapt. You adapt to this totally new normal, and you do it fast.
But here's the absolute core of the theory, the part that really makes you think. This experience, this very unique knowledge of what Tesla's full self-driving can already do, well, the claim is that less than 1% of the US population has actually seen it. Less than 1%. The vast majority of people have literally no idea this is even a thing yet.
So, what is this sci-fi reality we're talking about? The one so few people have experienced? Well, imagine this. It's a car that can literally drive itself from one parking spot all the way to another one, for hours on end, and you don't have to touch the steering wheel or the pedals at all. But, and this is a big but, there's a crucial catch.
See, right now, the technology is what they call supervised. And that just means that even though the car is doing all the heavy lifting, you, the driver, are still legally required to pay attention. You have to be ready to take over. And the theory we're breaking down here argues that the real revolution, that ChatGPT moment, happens when Tesla finally removes that one single requirement. So where's the proof? Well, according to the source material for this whole explainer, the biggest clue that this shift is coming isn't buried in some secret patent or tucked away in a lab somewhere. Nope. It's a tiny technical detail that's been hiding in plain sight on the Cybertruck. And this massive clue, it all comes down to one simple question. What is steer-by-wire? Now, I know, that sounds super technical, right? But stick with me because understanding this one concept is the key to unlocking this entire theory about Tesla's secret master plan. It's actually way simpler than it sounds. For like 100 years, cars have had a physical metal rod connecting the steering wheel you hold to the tires on the road. Simple, right? Well, steer-by-wire just gets rid of that rod. It replaces it with an electronic signal. It's basically the same tech that's been in airplanes forever, and it's even how the gas pedal works in most cars you can buy today. Okay, so here's the crucial takeaway, the aha moment. Without that physical metal rod, the steering wheel isn't actually connected to anything mechanically anymore. It's just an electronic controller. And if it's just an electronic controller, that means it becomes incredibly easy to just take it out, remove it completely. And that is the technical breakthrough this entire theory is built on. And that simple little technological leap is what supposedly enables what the source for this explainer calls Tesla's great misdirection. Think of it like a secret product launch, one that's designed to completely catch the market, and maybe even Tesla's biggest fans, totally by surprise. So the theory goes something like this. Everyone's eyes are on Tesla's Cybercab or Robotaxi project, right? We're all thinking it's going to be some new kind of ride-sharing service to compete with Uber. But that's the misdirection. The theory claims Tesla is actually using it as a smokescreen to launch something else entirely, a super affordable car for regular people with a revolutionary new way to own, or, well, not own.
So, let's walk through the predicted 4-step plan. Step 1. Tesla launches a vehicle that costs less than $30,000 and it can drive itself completely unsupervised. Step 2. To get around all the current laws and regulations, it actually comes with a steering wheel and pedals, but they're designed to be easily removed. Now, Step 3 is the real kicker. Instead of buying it, you get an all-inclusive subscription for about $500 a month. We're talking car, insurance, charging, FSD, everything. And then Step 4? Forget leases, forget contracts. You just use the car, and when you're done with it, it just drives itself back. No strings attached.
Now, if that business model sounds completely radical to you, just wait. The economic shockwave it could create is predicted to be even bigger. I mean, the argument here is that this wouldn't just be a new car hitting the market. No, this would fundamentally break the entire economic model of transportation as we know it.
Just take a look at this comparison. Right now, the average cost to own and operate a new gas car in the US is about 80 cents a mile. A used car? That's around 50 cents. Okay, now look at the predicted cost for this new Tesla model. Just 30 cents per mile. I mean, overnight, it would become the cheapest possible way for most people to get from A to B, period.
And when you have a disruption of that size, you're going to have some major casualties. Entire industries would be in the crosshairs. We're talking ride-sharing companies like Uber and Lyft, taxi services, even other autonomous competitors like Waymo. And think about it, why would you buy a normal car from a legacy automaker or even rent one when a cheaper, self-driving option is just sitting there, available on a simple monthly plan?
Okay, I get it. This all might still sound like something out of a sci-fi movie. But here's the final piece of the puzzle, according to this theory. The people whose entire job it is to predict the future, I'm talking about Wall Street analysts, they are starting to treat this like a real possibility. They're starting to price it in.
I mean, look at this. We're seeing major investment firms, Truist, Mizuho, Deutsche Bank, all of them have recently raised their price targets for Tesla stock. Now that's not just random market chatter, that's a huge signal. It means these financial experts are looking at their spreadsheets and seeing something massive coming down the pike.
And according to the source material, this is the real story, the hidden reason behind the stock's big run-up recently. While most of us are going about our day, a small, very informed group of investors is apparently waking up to this possibility, and that's what's been driving the stock up over 50% in just the last 6 months.
So what's the takeaway here? Are we standing on the edge of the biggest disruption to transportation in over a century? A moment that's going to completely redefine what it even means to own a car? Or is this just a really, really compelling theory? Either way, the answer could literally change everything about how you, me, and everyone else gets around.